Honorable Speaker, thanks for the opportunity. Several members of the opposition side expressed disappointment over this budget. I am not the one among them. For the reason, I have not expected anything great from this budget. I had gone through, because the same finance minister has given earlier two budgets, and the MOS finance is also there. The previous budgets from GDP from 7.41 in 2014, it had seen minus 10.28. Now it is started increasing. This is the kind of two budgets we had earlier, and therefore my expectations are less. All the more, this is the budget done during the Corona period. I am sure any gaps in the budget, any shortfalls in the budget would be attributed to Corona, and this Corona has become a blessing in disguise for the budget preparing team. When I see the funding of the budget, the borrowing is considerably exceeded in this particular budget. The earlier level of borrowing in the previous budget, two budgets, borrowing were 19% and 20%, and for the present budget 21-22, the borrowing is pegged at 36%. It is too huge, too big a gap. And therefore, on the expenditure side when you go, you will see to service these loans, the interest paid on these things are considerably exceeding. Touching upon a few points what the Honorable Prime Minister mentioned yesterday during his reply on the President's address, he mentioned that on the agricultural bills, I'm not going to discuss on the agricultural bills, I will not exceed that limit, pardon me for that. But he mentioned that the Congress party had seen only the colors and not the contents. But the Honorable Finance Minister failed to see that what are all the contents missing in those bills. I'll just mention only one thing to say how rubbish these agricultural bills are. Only one thing I will read. It has not provided any legal provision for the people involved in this. Bill number 113 clearly states no suit, prosecution or other legal proceedings shall lie against the central government, state government or any officer of central or state government and etc. There is no provision at all for the people concerned in these bills to take records from the legal side. Why? It is purposely did like that to prevent the people to be suppressed, oppressed and destroyed from the agricultural sector. This one thing is enough to say that bill is not a suitable bill for the farmers. Not only that, the Prime Minister said about the MSP, even today the MOS Finance also mentioned about it. There is no mention about the MSPs. That is the more important thing. He should have guaranteed the people that the MSP would be protected. When it is missing, how can the people will take it that the MSP would be continued? And later, when the agitation started, the Prime Minister tweeted from his cell phone that MSP would be protected. Why that one line has not taken place in this bill? It is purposely deleted to see that these people are exposed, and it is an intended bill. There is a huge amount of hidden agenda behind this bill, and therefore, since the Prime Minister had mentioned yesterday, I had to touch upon the point. Another thing they said, some people, Madam, 2 minutes only I had spoken. Some people had gone to the court against this Aadhaar. Who has stopped the Aadhaar? The same Prime Minister who was the Chief Minister of Gujarat That time, you just recollect what are all the languages he has used. He said that Manmohan Singh is spending crores and lakhs of rupees for this. And one of the spokespersons said that it is a fraudulent act, fraudulent thing, this Aadhaar card is. He has used that word. And another member of the ruling side now said that it is a waste of time and waste of money. But yesterday, when the Prime Minister mentioned this Aadhaar is an excellent thing which we will use for everything, definitely we will call back what was his opinion when he was a politician from Gujarat. Today he is an administrator and the chief executive of the country, and he had to praise it. Therefore, madam, one more thing madam, regarding disinvestment, this is an important sector.
Yes,
We are simply going ahead for disinvestment mindlessly. Everything except to 4 strategic sectors, everything is going for disinvestment. I request from you, the Honorable Finance Minister, what alternative arrangements you are making for the employment of those people who are going to be unemployed due to this investment? You are simply funding your budget by selling the public property and the government property.
अब बैठ जाइए, प्लीज बैठ जाइए।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभापति महोदया। आज मैं